Hello everybody, my name is Zangara and welcome to the next episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure Deck series. Today, we are finally drawing El Shaddoll Shekhinaga. This one. Don't be intimidated by it. It may be the hard difficulty drawing, but it's a lot easier than it actually looks. She's just got a lot going on is all, but she's not too hard to draw, not too hard at all. So just follow along with the steps that I'm doing, follow how I draw it and what I say, and just do what I do, and it shouldn't be too bad to draw Shekhinaga. Now, as always, I've drawn it in pencil. I'm not tracing. I just need to point that out. But I've drawn it in pencil just because I can't draw while people are watching me. This is already going to be bad enough because I'm used to digital, so it's a bit jiggly, but it should be fine on camera. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off today's drawing by drawing in her head. So let's pick about not quite the middle of the page, but it's like a cross shape in the page. That's where her head starts, on that point of the cross. If that made any sense whatsoever, I hope it did. She's got a nice little dome-shaped head here that curves out on this side over here. Nice and easy. And it points out at the bottom as well. Which then curves around into a head shape. Awesome. Let's add some detail to that. It's got a little bit of detail, just outline the bottom, that's all. And these little rectangles on each side. And then we're gonna add a couple more layers to it. It's 2 more layers, literally a couple on each side of the same sort of pointed out shape with the outline as well. Connect them up each side. Nice and easy. Now coming out from that, she's got all these pointy things. I don't know what they are, but they're pointy, and they come out of her little headdress thing. They also have circles in the middle of them. There's more on this side than the other because of the perspective as well. Awesome, and we got one behind here. Nice, you can shade that in. Easy so far, right? Next we're going to draw in her hair, coming right off of that headdress, going straight down and connecting up to the pointy things. And then her hairline there. Easy. Next, draw in her face coming out of the hair. Anyway, draw her chin, connecting up both pieces of hair. And then the details in the eyes is going to be hard with this pen, but nice eyebrows there. Cover the shape of her eyes, and then her eyes are closed and sort of looking down. So just some nice curves there. Easy, and she's got this little gem on her head. Give her a slight smile and a nose. Alright, easy enough so far, right? But that was just her head, so let's keep going. Let's draw in her body, so coming right from her chin, this curves down here into where her arm goes, and then over here by her hair, we'll draw in her shoulder / chest, and her shoulder coming off. Remember, her shoulders, her arms are sort of detached. She's got that, you know, that robot thing going on with the rotation stuff and the balls. You remember from the last 2 drawings, if you saw them, be sure to go check those out if you haven't. So bring in her upper arms here, and a nice outline at the top there. Nice and easy. Line going down here. And then, again, that ball bearing thing. It's less detailed in this, so that's good. Makes it much easier. Just a little sort of semicircle thing. Coming off of her forearm like a big-ass middle sleeve. Finish off her sleeve, loop that right back around, and up to where her hand is going to be, which we'll draw out here. Hand looks a bit weird because it's sort of robotic, but just follow the way that I'm drawing it. Her hand it does have a bunch of lines on it, like that robotic hand sort of thing. It is a bit weird, so don't mind if it looks a bit inhuman, because it should. And fill in that area there with the shading solid. Draw the outlines on her arm there. All too easy. Okay. Let's connect up here from her headdress going down. She has all these things sort of roping around her. Hold on. Yeah, she has all these gold bits sort of roping around her body. So that's what we're drawing in now. Oh, sorry, that's incredibly out of focus. Whoa, over here. There we go. Yeah, you see that? And they sort of rope all the way down her body and down her legs. So that's what this thing is here. Draw in the back of her hair just over here and her collarbone thing. Connecting it up, and from again her headdress coming down this sort of, not quite an armhole, and then it comes off of here, and then we'll draw in her other arm. So again, nice round bit. Imagine the ball inside it, and more of these golden things looping around her. This is where her forearm comes in. Connect it up here, like so. That ball bearing in the middle there. Nice and easy. Golden loopy thing, go right back into her forearm. And again, the big metal sleeve. Nice and round at the end there. Okay, we'll draw in a hand now. That's really annoying. If I go 1-to-1 and then just boost up the height, I think. Sorry about the sudden change, but I had to fix that because it just was not looking clear. Okay, so her thumb comes in first, and then draw in the rest of her fingers, just coming off. Again, it's a bit robotic, so they have all these lines in it. That makes it look kind of disconnected. Well, that's probably because it is a little bit, so that's okay. Yeah, all their knuckles have that line on it as well, because they're stuck together joints, because she is a bit of a robot. What type is she? Well, she's a machine, so there you go. Makes sense. I don't think the others were. What were the others? Fairies. I don't know what's wrong with her. I'm pretty sure she's a machine, but who am I to judge? Okay, finishing the rest of her sleeve, connecting that up to her fingers there. Whoops, that could have been a bit more round. And then the final bit of her palm, and that ball bearing to connect her in the end. Perfect. Alright, let's finish off her body. We got another one of these golden things looping down here, coming off of that one, connecting back up, following the same trail as the last. And then draw more of her torso here. This is where things get a little complicated with these gold things. So just follow what I'm doing and get those proportions right, and you should be good to go. Alright, so just imagine that looping around her, you know? And she's got quite a bit of detail on her body here, so it's going to get a little bit complicated, but nothing you can't handle. It's all very simple. Copy what I'm doing, refer to your own image of Shekhinaga as well if you wish, just to make sure you're doing it right and you understand what's going on over here. She's got quite a bit of detail in it. There we go, just simple lines. Just follow that and you should be fine. Okay, coming in with the rest of her body. Oh, we'll join up this golden thing here, sorry about it. And then connect that up to her dress. This is where things get easier. I was going to say complicated, but no, easier. So, there's a couple lines down here, follow that off there. And then her torso, just a little bit. And then coming off of her dress thing here. Good thing of having it already in pencil is that you know what's coming, so you sort of know what you're going for. Isn't that easier? Isn't that just better? Alright, little bit of detail in the rest of her torso here. Some little round circle in there. Nice and easy. And now for her skirt, which is honestly the easiest part. It's the biggest part, it's super easy. Don't even worry about it. There's a bunch of these rectangles, just follow what I do. It's super simple to draw on her skirt here. And she's got these rectangles on it for the detail, of course. That around, connect it up to the last. And being left-handed makes it difficult to record these, I swear, without blocking your view. I am so sorry. Finally, that loops down into her leg there, which we'll draw in later, so don't worry too much about it. If you want to cut that short for now and do it when you draw in the leg, that's okay too. Might be easier, might not. And add these tiny little rectangles for a detail. Okay, next we'll come in with her knee over here. So coming right off the top of the skirt, drawing that curve, and then this circle, the ball bearing thing as usual, goes inside here with that connection. So that's connecting her knee to the rest of her leg. Now this is part, she's got more golden bits running around her leg. So coming right off here, curve it down, and a little bit of black in there for detail. Nice and easy. And then from that we can draw the other half of her skirt thing. So that just comes right off of here. And then same as just before, but a little bit smaller because of the perspective. Those nice curves, because remember it is a skirt, it goes around her legs. Not all the way, but it does go around her legs. Pretend they are going all the way because it's solid metal, if I'm not mistaken. It's not cloth like a normal skirt, it wouldn't just flop down. And these extra rectangles for the detail. Solid, looking good. Let's fill in the rest of her legs. This is where things get a little bit complicated because it's very liney. A lot of lines because there's a bunch of different segments on it. But you're just gonna have to make do. Don't worry, it's not as hard as it looks. Let's draw in the basic shape of her leg first. So coming off this knee, it goes down. It does come out a bit because it's in segments, so just remember that. And it comes down to this bit where she's got more gold things wrapping around. So that's divided it into segments. So top half, just connect it up a couple times. These big segments in. And then it just flows like a normal leg. Easy. Same on the other side, that's already drawn in. You just got to add those extra curves for the detail, the segments. This one points down a bit. That's a bit pointed at the end there. That's a big different segment, which connects up to this, which then connects up to the bottom of her skirt over here. Another loopy gold thing coming around. And a bit of black in that. And follow off this last other loopy gold thing. Coming up there, nice and easy. And a little bit of detail down here. Connecting the same pointy thing from the last time on this leg. The round bit there. And then follow that up, connecting the gold things. And a final segment down here. So that wasn't too bad after all, it just looks intimidating. No need to worry about it. Alright, let's finish off this loopy gold thing, and then we can draw on the rest of her legs. This comes down here, and flicks out at the end there. And then just follow the same line, but, you know, further apart. A bit of black detail in there. Awesome! Okay, what leg should we do first? I reckon this one. Let's get the hard one out of the way, because it comes first. So, draw in this segment, following with a little rounded triangle here, and then this comes down here. Rounded at her knee, that ball bearing thing connected up to the loopy gold. Shaded in there, nice and easy. And then connect that to the other loopy gold up here. Lines for detail. Awesome, that's too easy, too easy. Finish off the ball bearing with those, you know, connecting things where it curves. You know what I'm saying. And then finish off the rest of her leg below the loopy gold thing with her other knee. Get that ball bearing thing going on in here. And then join that up with the bottom leg. Nice and easy. Just a few lines here and there. It's pretty simple. Here we got another loopy gold thing, which flicks up the top and goes right down and around, connecting into her leg again. Awesome. Now we'll go off of that. This comes down to the page. And then she's got these little shin guard, pointy, scary looking armor things on her boots here. So draw those in. Connects up. Like so, and that depth in there. Awesome. Same on the other side. And those lines for depth connecting the top and bottom. Then finish off her leg coming from her dress, right down there, and connect it up. A line for detail. Alright. That's Shekhinaga herself. Oop, I missed a little bit here. Just this round thing in there. Okay. And I forgot to finish off a dress. So I'll connect that to the loopy gold. And join that up. Okay. Okay. That's finished off Shekhinaga herself. So now we got to draw in that background with the old Apocryphal death machine. I forgot what he's called. Fortress? No. I don't know. You know, the thing in the background. That one. The Apocryphal guy. He's next. He's the hard part. But don't get distressed. He's not too bad. Once you get to know him. What? I don't know. Okay, where to start with him? I think the easiest place to start with him is, of course, his top. This little head thing. Whatever you call it. I don't know if he has a head. I don't know if he has eyes or what. But he's here and he's ready to party. Okay, so coming just above her head here, he's got a little point. This might be a bit hard with my pen because it's not as thin as it needs to be for this, but he's got very thin lines up here because he's way back. So I'm going to try and do that nice and thin. Got the little dome tower at the top. Towers! Apocryphal Towers! That's his name, obviously. Anyway, we got this big tower up the top. And then it's like a crown. It's like a crown. It points up in all these sort of star formation, these pointy bits coming off, and it's round, right? It goes round and round. And the points, and then curve it down into her head. This side curve it down here, and it curves back round. And then a lot of little details in there. So, follow the outline, draw this sort of like window shape. And then again, following the outline, draw these in. Super simple, connect that up. And then draw in these nice little round lines here, going right around there. And finish off with more of these pointy things coming out. It's, again, following that same outline as earlier. It's nice and easy. No problem, I hope. Next, coming off from her head, round it off here. And then, I don't know what that is, but it's like her chair or something, but it kind of looks like a pirate flag coming out from her head and going out here, coming up, and then loop that right back around here to the point, and then that goes into her arm. Notice where it goes from her arm and comes out from that outline there, and following the same outline as before, looping right up. Simple. Same on the other side, just a bit smaller because it's more covered. Loop it around. Oh, we gotta finish off this goldy thing. So see how it loops around here? Follow that loop and it comes right out from her arm on the other side. Curving up with this cool point circly shape here. And following the same outline. That flick there was intentional because it sort of curves backwards, if you can imagine that. And then it comes off a bit there. No problem, no problem. Alright, continuing on with this man. Draw and follow the outline of before and just connect it up to the gold bit. And then, again, this gold thing loops around her neck and comes out this other side. It's the same as this one, but just a different perspective. Comes up, curving up there, loop it round, connect that up there, and back into her body. No problem, a little bit more detail in there. Easy stuff. Now, we gotta add a little bit of detail to whatever's straight behind her with these lines in here. It's a sort of white and blue, changes color. So we add all in these lines, all these lines in here. Nice and easy. Same on the other side, less because you can't see them as much. All too easy. Alright, now we're talking. Now it's looking like something. So, next I think we're going to add in towers as towers. Honestly, they're big, but this is the easiest part because they're so big. You just do big curved lines. It's super simple. So we're going to come off from her hand here. Just behind her hand, it loops up around there. That's where we start. And then around there, connecting it up. And that gives us the area for our first big curved line, which comes straight from the top, going down past what we just drew in, all the way down past her hand, and stops at right here in this the innard of her sleeve thing there. That's where it stops, right at the bottom of that. Alright, and coming off that, again, we'll connect it back to her hand with these shapes here. I don't even know what these shapes are. I'll add some black for detail. Let's draw these in. Follow what I do. And connect that to her hand with a couple round lines in there. And that comes off and up. Nice big circle. And same here. Easy. Okay, from the bottom here, let's come out a little bit and round it up to the edge. And loop it round, follow the same outline, round it up to the edge, and then draw a couple more in between. Alright, following this first outline from before, come right down from the top, all the way to the bottom there. Okay, and then same on the other side, split it off a bit, leave that gap, it gets wider as it goes down, the gap between it gets wider as it goes down. Now on this side there's spikes on it, so you want to make sure to add those in. They're really tiny little points, so nothing too hard to worry about. Don't have to make them big, they're just tiny little things coming off the side here. But when you're not spiking up, it follows the same outline that we just did until it hits the bottom. Easy. And there we got the zigzag pattern with the white and blue coming down. Which side is that? This side, and the white and blue coming down. Let's start from the top and draw them off. They go right and connect there. They're not connected. There are lines between each of them, if you see there. So that they're not like, you know. So draw them right to the edge. Once you draw that one in, come in with this one, and then finish off the other one, just like so. Draw that right to the end, pop one right to the end, And just below that, draw the next one down. And finish off this one, connecting to that one. And then it should finish off going nearly right into the corner there. Simple! Alright, finish off this tower by coming off here. Going to the edge of your paper here. And another one. And another one. And another one. A little bit of detail on there. No problem. Coming just off this. This is really finishing this tower. I'm going to curve it round here. And this comes all the way down and right to the edge. And then add some more detail in there. And then coming off of this thing, we got these spikes coming out. He's a very spiky boy, this guy. And then just behind those spikes, there's another round thing following the same outline. And just going into it like so. And same in the middle. All these lines in between. Awesome! Finish this off up here. Another one of these. And he's got this claw at the top. Can you see that? Yes. He's got this claw coming out. Nice and easy. Okay, that's one done. Now do the same thing on the other side, pretty much. Okay, let's move this across so you can see it a bit more. So again, just like before, coming right off her hand with this curve. And then join it up like so. That gives us the starting point for where the line should pass through. Just through here, down. This one goes to the same point as before, more or less. And it's just at the bottom of her sleeve. Not the innard this time, but at the actual bottom. And then coming from the top, round into, connect that up there. A bit on the outside. Okay, once again, curving it from here to the edge. Loop it round, same thing. And then two more in between. Awesome. Okay, and again, following these curves, straight to there. Again, just like we did on the other side, basically. And same over here. Oh, this was getting a bit hard for me to do. Line. And then the spiky line. Whew, that's a tough one. Just for me to do it on camera, it's not actually that hard. It's just tough because I'm left-handed. It's difficult to put my arm like that. Okay, it's not tough. It's easy. All right, fine. Okay, same as before. We got these zigzag things coming in, connecting in the same way. They go all the way, except opposite ways. Then we draw it in, connect it there. Come off with the next one. Join that up, straight from the corner of the last. It's a zigzag pattern. I'm sure you can imagine it in your head what it's supposed to look like, and you can see it on the paper what it's supposed to look like, so I don't know why you would need to imagine it in the first place. So there you go. I got you covered. And it should connect into the corner, more just above the corner there. Awesome. Easy. Finish off once again, coming off here, just like before, and a couple more. A bit of darkness. And then again, with the spiky round thing going off. So we're drawing the first round thing, going around, loop it back, and down and out. This is before. Some lines in here. And then fill in the inside. Add the spikes. Can you see that? Hopefully. Add in these spikes here. And again, another round bit just behind coming in. All too easy. Okay, coming off her hand here. Nice and round and down. Connecting up to there. And it's the same. Let's go back to this side. It does the same thing. It's just a bit more complicated, but it does come out and around there. And we'll fill in this as well. Awesome. Come back here. Fill in these. And then add some more detail to this big round thing here. So this comes up and down. And connect that to that round thing. Add in some darkness. Connecting up there in this sort of rounded diamond shape. Coming off of a big oval in there. Nice and easy. And down like so. Solid. That's pretty simple. And again, up the top, drawing this little claw thing. This round bit connecting there. And some darkness. All too easy. That's 2 of the towers done. 2 more to go, but those ones are way back in the background. So, let's draw the foreground first, connecting up to Shekhinaga in the middle. This is where things get a little bit complicated. It's simple, it's just curved lines, it's just getting them right. Might be a little challenging, so make sure you watch closely and reference your own image of Shekhinaga if you have one. Pull it up on Google, or take a photo now, I don't know. But here we go. So, coming right off her arm, there's that same pirate ship thing in the background. Fill that in. And then there's all these round bits coming off her arm, like so. Quite simple. Connect up to her dress at the end. All those, just those round lines. And then we got another little triangle here. Nice and easy, very thin, tall triangle. Long, not really tall, but I don't know. And then coming right off here, connecting up into her dress again, and into her sleeve. Nice and easy, just follow those curves. It's simpler than it looks. Coming again off her sleeve here, just a little round bit, and round that back into there. Nice and easy. Coming off of that one, up into the curved thing from earlier. Easy. And then a couple lines curving down here. Filling this area here. Oh, voice crack. Whoa. And some points coming off of the round bit over here. Shoop. Sort of curve up a little. But they fade out. Whew! Not too bad, not too bad. On the other side, there's a lot less. It's a little more simple. She's just got a sort of bat wing over here, so it's sort of these curved point. Like a bird, or an M. Like McDonald's. Yes! And then join it up to the top there. And this comes out and around. Same as up here, similar at least. And then he's got these round things just behind her, connecting up to where her knee is. Pretty simple. Alright, that wasn't too hard after all. Okay, let's finish up down here. So behind her is the bottom of our Apocryphal Towers, just behind her legs. There, we'll get that in focus. There it is, just behind her legs. The bottom of Apocryphal Tower. So let's draw that in. It's pretty simple. See our legs there? We're going to connect it up to this gold thing from the dress. Curve it down. It's got a spike coming off there. And then same thing just behind there. Point that up there and connect it to the rounded gold thing. Same up here. Got this little bubbly square thing. And then a good curve down there. And then we got more of these zigzags coming in. Except these ones don't connect all the way, if you know what I mean. Some nice little backwards Z shape there. And then round this up. Easy! That's the bottom of towers. Now we just got the two towers in the background. Oh, so quick, so simple. Aren't you proud of yourself for doing it? Good job, pucky pucky, clap clap. Okay, so, coming right off the point here, that's where our first line comes in and up. And then loop that around all the way, following that same curve, right down to this round thing here. And again, just go behind the big pirate ship flag. I don't know what that is, but go behind. Then draw this in. Let's make a little sort of odd shaped square here. And then again, following the same curve right down to the bottom. Okay, then we got all these zigzags coming in. On the side and on the front. Like a lightning bolt. Easy. This one's a little harder because it's smaller, but nothing you can't handle. And it gets a bit bigger as it goes down. Nice, and then he's got the claws on top, of course. Sort of coming out and around. Simple. Same on the other side, we're just going to do the same thing. So again, coming off of the flag thing, I'm going to ride up a bit more detail on the claw over here. So I'm coming around, follow that same curve, and go right down to there. And then same coming off here, right down to there. Again on the other side. And then the final curve right down. There's a bit coming off here that I missed. Sorry about that. Let's draw that in real quick. And then the zigzags on the side. Simple. And on the inside. Easy. And finish it off with the big claw thing. It's got a bit coming off there. And then the claw. Claw's got a point up the top on this side. It does on the other side, I just missed it somehow. Okay, I'll give it that little point there. Cool! Alright. Final bits. Down the bottom. Just add that line down there. Okay, once again, I'll start on this side. Let's just continue with this. So coming right off the first point here, right in the middle of the two, curve it down to her dress, following the same curve as before, and then coming off here, following the zigzag, and then a round bit. We do enjoy the round things, and follow that same curve as above. The detail, and then again following the same curve, coming right down and up, follow that same curve, and then same in the middle there. Okay, got a little bit in here, some zigzag stuff. Do enjoy the zigzags. And then this part's a little bit complicated. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's sort of a digital pixely thing in here, so just draw this basic outline and then draw the little squares in the middle. Just follow that. No problem. Refer to your own image if you want to make that a little more detailed, because it is a little more detailed for the more advanced artists here, but I'm just going to keep it simple for this tutorial. Now we do the same thing on the other side. Coming right off the round thing. A big curve. Easy. This is mostly dark, so you can fill it in a little bit. And then same thing, coming right round down to the bottom. Whew. Same thing over here, and that's where it gets a little bit more complicated. Sugar's more defined on this side. Fill it in a little bit. And then got all these weird shapes in the middle. Again, refer to your own image if you want a bit more detail in there. That's up to you. I'm going to keep it simple and just fill it in with a few white bits in there. Like so. Awesome! That's basically done. All that's left is the lines that connect Shekhinaga to towers. So we're going to draw those in real quick, and then we're finished. So simple, so easy. I'm sure you've done it, and if you have, be sure to join our Discord server, link at the bottom of the description, and send in your drawings into the art channel. I love to see them. Even if it's not this, just send in all your drawings. If you like drawing, send in your drawings. Send in your art, send in good art that isn't even yours. Just make sure you credit whoever it is, or just, say it's not yours. But send in your art, especially if you've done this drawing. Send it to me. I would love to see it. Link in the bottom of the description. Join the Discord. Oh yeah, so Shekhinaga connects up to towers, or I should say construct connects to towers, and they form Shekhinaga. So just draw in all these lines connecting from the top of the tower into a headdress thing, connecting from this round thing here, straight into her shoulder there, and again the middle of the round thing down to her hand. Easy. Coming off tower over here, into her skirt, down from the round thing again. This one is a bit more of an edge, make that a little bit thicker. And then from the bottom of her leg here, just going right off the page, connecting to the bottom of towers, way over there somewhere. Solid, one side done. And then just repeat the same thing on the other side. Top of towers to the head, getting a little thicker down the bottom. Not quite from the round thing because of the perspective, but close. There's actually a tiny little round thing there. And connect that to her shoulder. And then to her knee. Now this one going front to the shoulder actually goes all the way through down here. I'll just draw that in. And then finally, just this final one there. Connecting up like so. There you go. That's El Shaddoll Shekhinaga. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you, if you participated, or at the very least, I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far, I can only assume that you did, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you could. That would really mean a lot to me. Give this video a share. Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want. Give it a share. That's what helps out the most. Thank you for supporting this channel and this series of drawing the Shadolls and playing with the Shadolls and everything with the Shadolls. Thank you so much. Let me know if you want more of this type of content. My name is Vincent Curran. Until next time. See ya.